Bueno, pues ya estamos aquí otra vez de nuevo en Blue and Bullet y vamos a empezar por el capítulo 3, que es por donde lo dejamos. Vamos allá.
31 Wicker Avenue. This is it.
You sure?
I'm sure.
At last. That stench of stale grease about you reminds me too much of my old job.
Trabajo.
You worked as a waiter?
I was a chef, and not in any old kitchen. At the maximum security penitentiary on Gore Island. Can't think of a better way to do time. And how do you think I met Alphonse? Playing golf?
Alphonse?
On the subject of cooking, I know your blueberry pie had an extra something. I still don't know what.
Alphonse?
So what now? You got a plan?
Take a look around, in case there's a rear exit. I'll take the main door.
My pleasure.
Él también parece un tipo bastante duro.
The fact that a criminal like him can hang up his shingle in broad daylight says a lot about Santa Esperanza. Interesting taste. Been centuries since a gardener visited this house. Maybe Boccarini's business isn't going too well.
Como yo he dicho, que soy un tipo duro, el tipo duro no llama al tiempo. Violento.
Boccarini? Carlo Boccarini?
Nothing of interest out back. Sorry. You better come see this, Mr. Ness.
What is it?
I don't know how to describe it.
¿Qué ocurre? No he visto nada. Estará muerto. Ese es mi tipo duro. ¿Lo ves? Muerto.
Is that our man?
Boccarini.
My God.
We have to find out who did this, and why. Let's go.
You're the detective, Mr. Ness. Besides, Alphonse will want to see this. I'll be right back.
All right.
Qué
I have to
masacre.
establish how Boccarini died. Maybe the body parts can shed some light on the motive.
¿Y cómo lo reservó? Una pista, ¿no?
Maybe
¿Ojo?
the...
Ah, vale. No.
The blood comes from the other side of the corridor and ends next to the body. He was attacked in the other room and dragged to the hall.
Nueva pista. Menudo arañazo que hay ahí.
The evidence suggests that the events began in the lounge. How did Boccarini encounter his murderer? Whatever crushed the table must have been really heavy, or maybe it was thrown extremely hard.
No me puedo mover más. Ya está. Vamos a seguir. Aquí hay.
What kind of person takes off a wristwatch without unfastening it? or fastens the strap again after taking it off. Blood. Blood everywhere.
No hay nada más.
This was opened
Ya está.
recently.
Sabéis lo que voy a elegir, ¿no? Pues sí. ¿Qué sonrisilla le ha entrado?
Smells of whiskey. Glass on the floor indicates the window was broken from outside. There's something under there.
Vale, ahora te la cargas tú.
How did it wind up under there? Not one round fired. It must have happened fast.
¿Se ve?
What is it with Italians and olives? They lap those things up like caviar.
¿Qué tienes? No lo veo.
One knife's missing. The biggest one.
Otra vez, pero... Pero si yo quiero investigar el sándwich. Yo quiero investigar algo. Sándwich. Joder. Atascada.
Shut from the inside.
Rómpela, que tú eres fuerte. No me habré dejado ninguna pista, ¿no? Parece que no. ¿Eso qué es? Ah, el reloj. Vale.
Holy Christ, what the hell are we up against? His eyes were pulled clean out of their sockets. Whoever did this, it wasn't their first time. And if they committed any other murders like this, it's likely that the police found some of the bodies. I must remember to ask Alice. Takes a strong man to tear that out. Or several.
¿Está la puerta?
Jammed shut from the inside. Maybe between the two of us when Milton gets back. If I'm not mistaken, this door opens onto the same room as the locked door in the kitchen.
¿Pero qué has liado aquí?
Blood and some kind of sticky liquid. Oh shit.
Hostias.
I should have stayed in my diner.
¿Qué? No veo nada más.
What is that?
No se puede ir para allá.
This car looks too classy for a forger like Boccherini. Are there sufficient reasons to believe that when the murderer attacked Boccherini, there was someone else in the house? The first possibility to be ruled out is that the car belonged to Boccherini. Let's take a look in the glove compartment.
La típica
Bingo.
pistola, ¿no?
A man's cigarette case.
¿No?
OB. One of the Boccherini clan? Vermont plates. Someone drove a long way.
Este tipo sabe lo que dice. Bueno, ¿y ahora qué? Volver, ¿no? Voy en busca del... Ah, no puedo salir. Vale, por allá... Que no me... Algo me he tenido que dejar.
An open bottle of whiskey.
Ah, colocar pista. Vale. Joder, pues no sé yo, ¿eh?
The trail of blood from the dining room to the hall.
No me deja.
An open bottle of whiskey.
No, tampoco.
Pieces of glass from the window in the hall. A broken whiskey glass found in the... A pistol, fully loaded.
Vaya. Aquí sí que tiene que ser, ¿no?
A door in the kitchen, locked from the inside. It opens onto the pieces of glass from the window in the hall, found inside that. A broken whiskey glass, found in the... An open bottle of whiskey. A pistol, fully loaded. I'd say Boccherini was drinking in the dining room when his assailant burst in through the window. Boccherini pulled his gun, but the murderer disarmed him before he could shoot. Where did the torture begin?
Espérate. Se voy a rellenar otras cosas. Ah, la mutula... Vale, sí. Y me falta poner algunas
A door in the
cositas.
kitchen, locked from the inside. It opens onto the same... A broken whiskey glass found in
¿No?
the trail of blood from the dining room.
Tampoco.
The lamp, torn up.
No.
A door in the
Y la
corridor.
puerta tampoco.
It opens onto the same room as the locked door in the kitchen.
Vamos al coche.
The trail of blood from the dining room to the hall.
No, aquí no va.
The initials OB on a cigarette case. A car with Vermont plates. 1. It has Vermont plates.
Sí,
2.
pero ¿y qué?
It's too luxurious for a criminal of his standing. 3. The initials on the cigarette case don't match his name. The next possibility that needs to be ruled out is that the car was stolen. There should be evidence that there was someone else in the house.
¿Y qué tengo yo ahí?
A door in the corridor jammed shut.
¿no?
It opens onto the same
Dame,
room as
dame
the
una
locked door
pista.
in the kitchen.
Hay info.
The next possibility that needs to be ruled out is that the car was stolen. There should be evidence that there was someone else in the house.
Bueno, a ver qué nos falta. Vamos a ver. Tortura. A ver, tortura. Esto
The
supongo,
trail
¿no?
of blood from the dining room to
¿No?
the hall. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room.
Tampoco.
A door in the kitchen.
¿La puerta? No.
The lamp. Torn.
¿No?
A door in the corridor jammed shut. It
Vaya.
opened.
Vamos a intentarlo aquí y ya está.
The trail of blood from the dining room.
No.
A broken whiskey glass. A door in the kitchen. The lamp. A door in the corridor.
Joder, pues no sé qué hacer, la verdad. Creo que llevo una pista de 4, ¿eh? El reloj es que no le veo más nada. Este es... Me lo está poniendo difícil el juego, ¿eh? Ay, la aceituna, ¿no? Pero si está ahí el cuchillo...
Like a true bachelor, he should have put these into soak. Hours of scraping to get them clean. Although at this stage I don't think Boccarini's too worried about that. Four glasses. 2 of water, 2 of wine. I've always been a whiskey man, but I know a good wine when I see one. Leftover lasagna, and it looks good. Why is it that 2 out of 3 Italian gangsters are great cooks? I'll never understand what the deal is with them in cooking. The plates and the glasses leave no room for doubt. Boccarini had company for dinner.
Vale,
It
nueva
opens onto the
pista.
same room as the locked door in the kitchen.
Ah, invitó a alguien, pues entonces aquí, ¿no? Invitado. Tiene que ser, claro.
Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware from it. The dirty dishes and glasses prove that Boccarini ate lasagna with one other person. Was Boccarini's guest still in the house when the murderer showed up? The lamp.
No,
A door in the corridor.
no.
A teaspoon stained with blood and some kind of... A door in the kitchen. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. The trail of blood from the dining...
Me falta algo. Un testigo, me falta algo. A ver, ¿qué me falta? El reloj será del testigo. ¿Por qué me sale 2 de 3?
Did it break during the struggle, or was it already broken?
Nueva pista. Pues no tengo aquí el reloj. A ver. Motivación. No, me parece lo mismo. Aquí.
Fingernails scratched the wood. Blood ran like water.
Pero me falta otro.
A perfectly circular dint, as if someone had tried to hammer in a gigantic bolt, around 4 inches in diameter.
A ver si podemos rellenarlo de testigo. Que es que no tengo. No tengo más. A ver aquí.
A blood-stained wristwatch with a glass broken and a
Hello.
strap fastened. 2 pools of blood, one on either side of the broken table, scratched and covered. The bloodstains show that the murderer began to torture Boccherini on the dining table itself. That was where his hands were torn off. As a result, his wristwatch fell to the ground. How did the body reach its current position? The trail of blood from the dining room to the hall. Some kind of symbol drawn in blood.
No, esto no pasa. No,
A teaspoon stained with blood. A door in the corridor.
no.
The lamp, torn off its bracket. Boccherini, already minus hands, was dragged into the hall, where the murderer used the brackets of the lamp to complete his macabre diorama.
Y es mutilación. A ver.
Some kind of symbol drawn in blood.
No, no puedo.
A teaspoon stained.
No. Tampoco. Vale. Vamos a volver. Vamos a examinar bien el cuerpo.
His teeth were all pulled out before he was killed. The buildup of blood inside his mouth speaks for itself. Pity he won't last till Christmas, because he'd almost passed for a tree. There's no doubt the murderer took his time. This isn't a cut, it's a tear. His hands were ripped off. Who has that kind of strength? What's he got stuck in there? Looks like the bottom of a glass.
Joder.
It's Boccherini, no doubt about that. Although the one I remember was more together.
Voy a pista.
Boccherini's teeth were all pulled out. The murderer tore Boccherini's hands off. Hands ripped off, teeth torn out. I guess I'll have to rule out criminal intent or a personal angle. Boccherini's eyes still haven't shown up. What if I look for whatever was used to remove them? What looks like the bottom of a broken...
Ojos.
Some kind of symbol. A teaspoon stained with blood and
con la
some kind of
cuchara.
mixture of sticky liquid and blood can only mean one thing. The spoon was used to remove Boccherini's eyes. The mutilations and the disappearance of his eyes suggest 2
El
possible
motivo.
motives. Psychopathy or cultist fanaticism. Which is it? Some kind of symbol drawn in blood. What looks like the bottom of a broken... A door in the corridor. A door in the kitchen.
Me falta algo. Me falta algo. ¿Pero el qué? Algo me he dejado. Algo me he dejado. Tú ves. A abrir las manos. A ver los dedos.
Are these teeth from the body? Well, at least I know why his teeth were pulled out, more or less. It opens onto the same room as the jammed door in the corridor. What looks like the bottom of a broken glass. Seems clear that Boccherini and his guest were drinking when the murderer took them by surprise. The real question is, what happened to the witness?
¿Dónde?
Did they escape? Did the murderer take them?
Tiene que ser
Or
la
are they still in
habitación
the
cerrada.
house? A door in the corridor jammed shut. It opens onto the same room as the door in the kitchen, locked from the inside. One locked door could be a coincidence, but 2 locked doors which open onto the same room can't be. Either I'm completely wrong, or the witness is in that room. But I need Milton to open one of those doors. A sick altar of human flesh. Although I don't know the origin of the symbol in the bathroom and the altar of flesh and teeth, I'd say the motive was some kind of occult religion. The big question is, who did it?
Marquito Milton.
Mr. Ness, can you open the door for me?
Me has asustado, capullo.
It was open. Why did you ring?
I thought I should use the doorbell so I wouldn't startle you.
I didn't notice there was a doorbell.
Says the man Milton had left in charge of an important investigation. So, what can you tell me to restore my faith in you as a detective?
What is that?
Not a good start. It's a camera, so Alphonse can see all this.
All right. Follow me.
Oh, un selfie.
Boccherini had company for dinner. Someone from Vermont with the initials OB. Someone whose social status was a lot higher, but who was on the same side of
Este
the
tío es
law.
muy bueno, muy bueno. Aparte de ser un tipo...
He served lasagna, and after clearing away the dishes, they opened a bottle of whiskey in the dining room. That was when the murderer burst in on them, coming through the window which he broke with his own body weight. Boccherini, or maybe his guest, pulled a gun, but it was a waste of time. The murderer was so fast he was disarmed before he could fire. He focused his attention on Boccherini, totally ignoring the guest, and lifted him up into the air. He then threw him against the dining room table so hard that one of the glasses of whiskey was embedded in Boccherini's back. He span around, clawing at the table, and immediately afterwards the murderer ripped off his hands. I have no idea how he did it, but all the evidence suggests he just pulled. Blood sprayed everywhere. The wristwatch fell to the ground. He dragged him through the corridor into the hall. He tore down the lamp, hung him from the brackets, and stabbed steel rods through his body. He skewered him on the iron bars, possibly taken from the fence outside, and pulled out his teeth one by one. Then he pulled his teeth out one by one as he died. Finally, he scooped out his eyes with a teaspoon. Boccherini must have been dead when the murderer went to the bathroom with his hands in his teeth. There, he arranged them to make an altar, weaving the fingers together and placing the teeth inside. Next, he painted something on the wall in blood, a symbol which I don't recognize, but which could have some kind of ritualistic significance. When he'd finished his artwork, he left. I don't know what he did with the eyes.
Se lo llevó.
You're telling me that
No, se lo
someone did
llevó.
all this armed with a teaspoon?
More or less.
And you worked all this out on your own, just by looking?
More or less.
I don't know which of the two of you scares me more. Wait a second. What about the guest?
Right. Come with me.
Venga, vamos a ver el invitado. A ver quién es. O está muerto, o está vivo. Sangre no veo.
Nothing.
Turns out Mr. Untouchable isn't infallible. But you were close. Congratulations.
This must be Boccherini's office. Let's take a quick look around.
All yours.
Todo mío, ¿eh? Cárcel... Eso. No me lo va a importar. Va. Bueno. Nada, yo creo que es mejor dejarlo aquí porque ya lleva un buen rato y hemos solucionado el caso entre comillas. Y en el próximo capítulo pues seguiremos viendo lo que pasa. Así que hasta el próximo capítulo. Un saludo.